and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you, it had to be you. To be you, it had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me feel blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you, it had to be you. Hello people. Oh, let me just grab this before I put my mic down because I can't actually move otherwise. Nick, you're here. Sarah, you're here. Fantastic. How lovely to see you. I'm glad you're here. So I've got my technical team, namely Andy, is creeping around here. He actually knocked my mic stand a minute ago, so I'm not quite sure what's up, but he's obviously not 100% happy right now. Oh, I've done my usual. Forgot to stop the thing. That's because I'm getting so flustered slightly by wondering what's going on. Anyway, I hope you guys are okay. I'll get my next track up ready to go. And something's wrong. Is it working? It's all working. Okay. There's something wrong, but it's all working. So, that's the main thing. Half a sec. My usual mint tea. Oops, that's my toaster gone flying. Ah, marvellous. Right. So we will, without further ado, go on to the next track. So when I started doing, actually I'll tell you about this later. We're going to do the next track, then I'll talk. Here we go. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing but you. And I am going to remember to turn it off so that it doesn't go straight onto the other one. Let's have a see what. Oh, we've got more. Jane, hi, how are you? And Dina, how lovely to see you. Where are you at the moment? Dina's on a canal boat. She's been going all over the country and she posts loads, which is really interesting. She's always doing pictures of what they've seen on pictures. Try not to purr too hard in there, it doesn't work. Swans coming for dinner the other day, that was a really good one. And she's got some amazing pictures she's got and amazing stories to tell. So that is quite incredible. Donna, Colin and Donna. Nice to see you again. It was so nice to see you last week. That was amazing. Actually getting to see real people, really for real. Amazing. Anyway, fantastic. Thank you for showing up. That's brilliant. So when I decided to do this live, I thought obviously I sort of try and make a set list, and because I have to, because I've got to get back in tracks and I can't just make it up as I go along. And I've just gone and done something there. What have I done now? Oh, there we go. It's all right. Me and technology. So anyway, so I made this set list and I've got some fantastic songs. And I was going, yeah, love all these. It's going to be really, really good. And then I thought, you know what? They're all a bit sickly sweet. There was one that I knew was a little bit offbeat, but the rest were just a bit sweet, you know, sort of lovey-dovey. And, well, I tell you what, if anybody listening never has a crossword with their other half, if it's everything is always totally amazing, and you wonder why I'm going, I don't want to just do lovey-dovey, please comment. Please let me know, because I think everybody argues at times. I hope so, otherwise I'm really an odd one. Amy, you're here as well. I'm also here, thanks Mum. Interesting. Nice to see you too. So anyway, so I was still doing this set list and going, yeah, too sweet. We need a couple of subversive elements in here. So this next song I was always going to do, because somebody who was listening to my last live, which was April, I cannot believe it was that long ago, suggested this tune, which I'd never heard of. And it, Dina, currently moored in Northamptonshire. Hey, you're nearby. Fantastic. Oh, great. Hopefully we can get together. That would be fantastic. Brilliant. I thought you were coming back down. I could see sort of Leicestershire the other day, or Mocket Harbour or whatever. So I was thinking you must be on the way back down. Anyway, I digress, as I usually do. This song is, as I say, something I'd never heard of before. I think it used to always be done as a slow version. And obviously I checked it out because I didn't know it. Diana, I can't speak today. Diana Kroll does a version which is breakneck speed, which I love, but I didn't really want to do it quite that fast, so I slowed it up a fraction. Anyway, it's called There Ain't No Sweet Man That's Worth the Salt of My Tears. And I thought, has to be done really, doesn't it? Anyway, let me take a quick sip of my drink. I've noticed when I take a sip of drink and I'm holding a mic in one hand, my elbow goes up. It's very weird. It's actually something that happens when I ask students on trumpet to hold their arms, their wrist up. They do that. I'm like, nope, you just need to put your wrist up. But hey, not quite like that. But anyway, oh, Lynn, hello, how are you? This is fantastic. Lovely to see you all. I'm getting the wind-up thing already. This is the first time I've spoken. Anyway, we are going to do There Ain't No Sweet Man. Oops, not if I do that, we're not. There we go. Shaking like a leaf on a tree that's coming loose from the stem. Shaking like a leaf on a tree because I'm coming loose from my man. I'm like a weeping willow weeping on my pillow. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. Oh, down and down he dragged me like a fiend, he nagged me. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. Although I may be blue, still I'm through. I must tell him goodbye rather than have that man gonna lay me down and just die. Oh, broken-hearted sisters, aggravating misters, lend me your ears, there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. I shall laugh with tears in my eye, the way that we drift apart. Sweetly I shall kiss him goodbye. He'll never know what's deep in my heart. I'm like a weeping willow weeping on my pillow. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. Oh, down and down he dragged me like a fiend, he nagged me. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. Although I may be blue, still I'm through. I will tell him goodbye rather than have that man gonna lay me down and just die. Oh, broken-hearted sisters, aggravated misters, lend me your ears, there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my tears. So, that's my new song. I kind of like that one. How are we doing? Oh, Sarah, you love it. Does Nick know? Okay. Yeah, I love that one. It's such a good song. It's like, it's been in my head since April to do it. And as I say, for one reason or another, we haven't done any lives. But anyway, we're back now. It's kind of like summer seems to have disappeared. I don't know why. I think it's the weather. It's kind of, it's not that we've had no good weather, but it's been a bit ropey. It's just sort of shriveled and died, and now we're in September. But hey, Dina told me something the other day. Well, she didn't tell me. She put it on a post, and I went, oh, that's what I need to think about. So I'll share that with you guys on Facebook sometime this month, because it's one of those things that actually made me feel a bit better about autumn coming up. In the meantime, we're going to do a nice, lively instrumental song, which I did before. This is the one, I think, if anybody was here last time I did this, I said, Andy didn't know this song, but it's the number one, it was the number one hit of the 90s, and the last number one hit of the 90s, and the first number one hit of the 2000s. That's our doorbell. Somebody's just come to our door, and it's all wired up to the entire house. That's fun. Anyway, hopefully they'll be dispatched. So yeah, it's a major seller, and I'm sure you guys know it. It's called Smooth. So without further ado, and any more doorbells hopefully, here we go. I was just thinking, I wonder who's at the door at the end of that. It's really not a good way to concentrate. Anyway, oh, Amazon. I've answered myself. That's obviously Andy wrote that. Amazon. He had to order something from Amazon, didn't he, to come tonight? He does tend to order something from Amazon every day. I think he should have shares in it. So much for me not particularly liking big business, but there you go. Right, quick sip. As I know I've said to most of you before, the biggest downside to doing a... Oh, no, not again! Shush, 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 shush. My fault, sorry. Again. I get so carried away that finishing the song, I forget I've got to press stop. And I put like a 20-second run out on every track so that I should have plenty of time. But hey. Yeah, one of the downsides of doing these is that I am really conscious of the fact at the end of something like that last one I'm going, it's just kind of normal. It's what I do. But it's a bit like if you've ever watched ballet dancers live, you know, they do a 2-minute thing and then they are panting themselves daft, which is why they tend to do a short solo and then go off so they can pant at leisure. But it doesn't show up so much when you're in a room with people, especially if they're clapping or anything or chatting or whatever. Nobody notices, including me, but I really noticed, and it's quite self-conscious about it. Anyway, so next song is actually inspired by Nick and Sarah, funnily enough, because we were at their house the other day and they were playing lots of fabby music in their garden, and they played this song. I went, oh, I was thinking about doing this song, and I thought it was a bit down, so I thought maybe I shouldn't, because, as I say, it's the end of the summer, we're coming into autumn, and I thought, you know, can I want to be happy? And they went, no, do it, it's a great song. So I went, okay, I'll do it. So that was part of the rearranging the set around, thinking, yeah, too saccharine, can't be doing that, we've got to do some of these. So, 2 secs. It says Sarah's watching again. I thought Sarah was watching anyway. Matt Powell, hello, how are you? I only just seen your name pop up. That's, yeah, brilliant. Thank you for being here. Right, so, this one, I've just decided whether to do it on flugel or trumpet, whatever. I'll get there eventually. So this one is, as I say, inspired because I was with Nick and Sarah the other day. Do you know what? I'm just going to take 2 seconds to let the water out of my instruments because I don't actually get a chance to do that otherwise. And you wouldn't like the sound if I don't do that. Right, without further ado. So this is another one that isn't saccharine and sweet at all. Have I got the right one on now? I've got to make sure. I think so. Yes, there we go. Go.
Cry the whole night through. Well, you can cry me a river like I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, 'cause I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never shed a tear. I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian. Told me you were through with me. And now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, like I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian, told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river, like I cried a river over you. So that was a bit of a change, hey. Lots of claps. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Nick and Sarah. Thank you for the hint of that, because I said to Andy after that, and he said, he was going, yeah, and you'd said do it, so I was like, great. Jane, beautiful song, fantastic. And Matt, this is great jazz for a Thursday night. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. So I have to say, from that, I've got to go into something that's a bit more up. We can't stay there all the time, wallowing in the depths. I should do, was it that Flanders and Swan one? Mud, glorious mud, and we'll wallow in that. But no, I don't think it's quite my song. Anyway, so, do you know what? Why do I keep putting this down? I don't know why I keep putting this down. It's because I kind of think I'm going to play, but I'm actually not, because I'm going to sing again in a sec, and I'm just having another sip of mint tea. I should have a drip on this stuff. It would be so much easier. Anyway, it's a very useful trick that I've learnt. I think I started taking a flask of mint tea to gigs at one point, back in the days when there were gigs, or at least when I was doing gigs. I'd had a cold, and it was really, really bad. So it was a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, whenever it was. And I was like really struggling, and I thought I'm going to have to take a hot drink. You know, it works a treat, so I'm going to always take a flask with me to every gig now, which will probably get me teased by some people, but who cares? Why am I putting this back? I don't know. Rabbiting. Let's do another song. Oh my goodness. I've done something weird. It's all right. There's a, what do you call it, a sort of play again thing. You know, I can, on this little gadget I've got, I can make it play things at random, and I think I hit that. That could have been awkward. But we're back, we're okay. Here we go. Cole Porter. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some get a kick from cocaine. I'm sure that if I had even one sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you.
get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane, flying too high with some guy in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you. I nearly lost my trumpet then. I couldn't find where to put it, so I thought I'd hold on to it. But I kind of need to hold on to it because the guy's just fixed it for me. John Ravner, fabby guy, fixed it, was working a treat. I daren't knock it over again because I knocked it over in my second or third live that I did last year back in, it was sort of Easter time. Packing away, moved the mic stand, and the mic stand was just under the trumpet stand. The trumpet went flying from a height, and I thought I got away with it, but one slide wasn't working, which is a bit desperate. Lisa Calvert-Daly, hello, how nice of you to join me from North Carolina. We are going international. Do you know, my husband said to me, because I said, let's put 7:30 p.m. UK time, or BST, or whatever. And he's going, oh, it's a bit presumptuous. And I said, well, no, there are people who actually listen to me from America and different places. Thanks, Lisa. Nice to see you. I'm really pleased you're here. Thank you so much. That's really cool. And nice to say that you've said hello as well, because I like to see who's here. There's like, sometimes one or other of us can see who's popped on if people come in and don't say anything. Sometimes I catch it, and if I don't catch it at the time, I don't see it unless people say so. It is lovely to say, hey, Sarah, you say you're a top fan. Well, you don't. Facebook says you're a top fan. Thank you. Okay, so we are now going to do, I thought I'd do one of my songs, especially since, you know, this, oh, Lisa, will this be available for replay later? Yes, my friend would love it, but he's at work now. It should come up pretty much straight after we finish. It should come up and go into the video section on my Facebook page. So all my past lives are there, as far as I know. So yeah, if you go into my Facebook page, which is Avelia Moisey, and presumably how you found me on here, yeah, the video bit, you know, there's photos and videos. On the videos, all the lives are there. So this one should be there straight after. We've not had a disaster on that one yet, so hopefully it'll work. Oh, Mike, hello, how are you? Mike Tanusis, nice to see you as well. Do you know, I keep catching Anita sort of, I don't quite catch her because I see Anita's just been live, or Anita's live, but I'm doing something that I can't actually put her on and hear her. So one of these days I'll catch up with her live as well. That'll be good. Hey Sarah, this is weird. Sarah Saunders, you keep, the amount of times it keeps going, say Sarah Saunders is watching, but I know you are, and I don't know why it keeps telling me. I'm glad you're still watching. It sort of it almost says that you've gone off and come back, but hey, I'm sure you didn't. And Dina, you've come up as a top fan as well. Cool. Right. So for anybody who doesn't know, like probably Lisa, I'm going to do a song called Just Contented, which is from my album called From the Shadows. Yeah, you can see that. All of my tracks, all of these tracks are available on Spotify, and I know quite a few people have gone, but I don't have Spotify. But it's also on Amazon Music, and it's also on Apple Music, and on any other platform you want to listen. If you just want to listen, MP3 versions of all the tracks, or the whole lot, is available through normal outlets, again, Amazon and wherever. And if anybody ever wants to buy a CD, for the time being, you need to buy it from me. So just send me an email, send me a message on Facebook, whatever works for you, and that's fine. Okay, so we're going to do Just Contented in just a minute. Again, for anybody who doesn't know, this song, I wrote it a few years ago when my son was little. He's now a strapping 16-year-old and way bigger than me. But I wrote it when he was on the bike seat on the back of my bike, and I was cycling through the local countryside around the villages, and we'd been going through, it was a mess. Private life was a mess. And I was just cycling along, and it was a lovely day, and I was thinking, hey, this is good, and this tune came into my head, just popped into my head. And I liked it, and I thought, I don't want to forget this, but I know by the time we've finished and I've got home and I've got my son sorted and whatever, I won't have a clue. And I didn't have facility on my phone at the time to record it. So I suddenly had, I rang my home phone in the middle of a village and sang this down to my answering machine so that I could then remember it for later and take it down. Jill Shepherd, hello, how nice that you've got here. Nice to see you, hope you're okay, and hopefully we'll get to meet up soon. Oh, Matt, signal is patchy. Looking forward to Giggly, yeah. I was thinking that as we did this live, you know, I know we're going to sign up for this Giggly, which should be a massively better signal. And at the moment we've got village signal, and I know it's not always great, so sorry about that, guys.
Hopefully we'll be better next time we do one. Anyway, so I'm about to do Just Contented when I've had my mentee. I did a mini panic just before we started this and went, I can't remember how it goes. But hopefully I haven't forgotten now. Hopefully it'll just happen. Right, here we go. Oh, I know what else I should say about this. So the pianist on my album is Bruce Boardman, and in this song there is one verse or chorus that he does a solo, so there'll be a bit when I'm not playing, because we've got a lovely piano solo to listen to. So this is the time when I get a break. You never get a break on these gigs. If I do a gig with a band, I don't have to play all the time. Don't have to. I like playing, but you know. Anyway, I think I'm talking too much. I'm going to shut up and play. There you go, so that is Just Contented. Okay, whoops, managed to stop it, so that's good. What have we got next? Oh, I know, yeah, good. I wrote the set list, but I don't always remember what's coming until I scroll up the screen and go, oh, that's what we're doing. That's good, we're coming near to the end actually, guys. So thank you all for being here. I've got a couple more. So Nick Saunders, wish I could learn to blow my own trumpet. Do we not think you know how? What do you think, Sarah? To be honest, if you want to come for lessons, my oldest student ever, you may or may not learn, my oldest student ever showed up about 3 years ago, and I had a fabby phone call from him, and he said, I want to learn trombone. I'm 89 years old. It is literally never too late. He was great. He made some really good notes. There was other reasons why he didn't carry on for a while, but he went on to other instruments instead, so he was still learning. It's brilliant. Anyway, we can talk about that again some other time. So Nick and Sarah, you seem to be featuring highly on this, but actually you were the first two on, so I guess that's fair enough. Worked out. Oh, Sarah, he knows how to. Yeah, figured. So this is one that you guys requested last year that I hadn't ever done before. And another one that I love. I love it when people suggest songs that I haven't thought of doing. And then I look into it and go, do you know what? Why am I not doing this one? Brilliant. So this one's for you guys as well, really, but it is for everybody, obviously. This is my last song for the night. I'm going to do one more little tune afterwards to finish off. Ooh, what did I drop? Just dropped something. I think it was just the light thing. I wasn't going to touch it anyway, so that's fine. It doesn't seem to have turned everything off, so that's the main thing. Oh, Jill, you're here. Do you know, this is a very weird thing. It keeps coming up. People who have already said they're watching, and I know they're watching, it's still saying, Nick, I'm not saying you're old. I'm saying that you're nowhere near 89 is all I'm saying. Nowhere near. I'm not going to go more than that because I'll get myself in trouble. You are so nowhere near that. But all I'm saying is people sometimes when they get past, even school age, sometimes I get people in their 20s coming to me and going, oh, I don't know if it's too old to learn. Well, no. So it's never too old. It's never too, you are never too old to learn. Most people can learn at least a certain amount of playing an instrument at any age, as far as I can see. So, anyway, so I'm going to do this nice, this lovely song for you guys. I'm going to shut up again. I haven't actually got Andy looking at me going, shut up today, but I'm kind of feeling the vibes. I can work out when I'm talking too much. Right, so we are good to go.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that love that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
It is a fab song. I do like that one. I actually like that I managed to get myself a kind of whole big band backing. I mean, it's all a kind of computerized, well, you know, computer generated, however you want to call it, backing track. But it's quite nice having a big band behind me. I think it makes me feel like, you know, I'm on an amazing stage with all these fabby musicians. Sarah, thank you for saying I look lovely tonight. That's nice. And Nick, glad you like it as well. Oh, apparently which means Andy says it's the lighting, is that that makes me look good. Yeah, he's a cheeky sod. But we all knew that. Right, so, do you know what, I say right too often as well, don't I? But hey, we know this as well. Oh, Jill, you liked it as well. Fantastic. We have a nice audience. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm going to finish off now, and we're going to get pizzas from the local pub in a minute, so that'll be cool. Get my son to go down there. Oh, live video broadcast has been interrupted. It should resume shortly. I don't know if this is on or not. Does it say anything? Oh, we're back. I think we're back. That was weird. It might have been a while ago, because I've got a backlog of about, whatever you call it, not a backlog, but I get this... A lag, that's the word. I get a lag of about 10 seconds, so I think I got cut off a minute ago. Anyway, it looks like we're back. So I'm just going to finish with this. Oh, Donna, excellent set. Thank you very much. I'm going to finish with one very short little number, just as a bright, lively little finish off. So here we go. I've got, is that a carry on or, yeah, okay. Couldn't see if Andy put his thumb or his finger up to me. You just never know, do you really? Right, here we go. Nice little one. When you've heard this, I think you should go practice the dance. You'll know what I mean. And then do me a video of you guys dancing to this. And then send it to me or put it on my Facebook page or whatever. Because I would love to see you doing this. We keep being interrupted. Oh, I can't wait till we get this better internet. Anyway, we're going to give this a go. Here we go. Cannot wait to see those videos of you dancing the Charleston. I really, really, really want to see them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sure we'll do another one at some point. I'll let you know when. And I really, really, really appreciate you guys being here. Have a good evening, have a good week, have a good month, whatever, however long till I see you guys. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.